got told.
Chris Story here with your market update, brought to you by Story Real Estate. Online, soldonhomer.com, soldonhomer.com. Give us a call anytime, 907-226-3933, 907-226-3933. Now, last market update, I brought you residential sales in the Homer, Skyline, Diamond Ridge area, and promised this market would include land sales for the Homer area, Anchor Point area, and home sales out in Anchor Point. So, a client of mine, before we get to that though, I want to say this. A client of mine is looking to remodel their kitchen with granite countertops. Always a great idea to upgrade your kitchen whenever possible. At least update it, if not upgrade. You know, those are two different things. So, I did a quick search for care of granite because it's not something that should be taken for granted. I apologize. So, I found this. Quick search led me to this old house, and it's a Q&A between a fan of this old house and Tom Silva. So the question is, I don't know how to maintain the charcoal-colored granite countertops in our kitchen. I've heard several conflicting suggestions. What do you say? This is from Susan in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tom Silva answers as follows. We have granite countertops in our kitchen and love them. They really don't take a lot of care. The first thing we did when we installed them was to wipe on a solvent-based sealer called an impregnator with a soft cloth. I put on one coat, then waited a day before applying the second coat. You'll probably hear various stories about how long this stuff lasts, but in our house, we find it's good for about 2 years. Just so you know, the sealer won't make the stone stain-proof. It just gives you extra time to clean up whatever you do spill on the countertop. Again, this is Tom Silva reporting this. Acidic foods are the worst offenders, he says. Don't use an acidic cleaning product or vinegar-based products like window cleaner. Just wipe up a spill, no matter what it is, with a wet sponge right away, and countertops will look great. Interesting. One thing that I have heard, and I could be wrong, do your own research, I do believe there's also another reason to seal your granite, and that is to prevent radon from leaking out, and maybe leaking is the wrong word, but leaching out of the countertop into either the air or migrating into foodstuffs on the counter. I could be all wet on that, but I do believe that I have had a conversation with a guy who really believes in solid surface countertops, and he indicated that. So do your own research, but food for thought. From Rhonda Johnson with Alaska USA Mortgage Company, the conventional mortgage rate may stay under 5% for some time. Interestingly enough, though, I noted on her last report to me, which was about 3 days ago, that you can still grab a 5/1 ARM at 3.85%. Now remember, a 5/1 ARM is solid for 5 years and then begins to adjust thereafter. So you get a one-time rate of 3.875 or 3.85 for a full 5 years. Then it can adjust up or down like it's going to go down. It could. But basically, here's how you'd apply this. If you knew you were going to leave or move out of the area in 3 to 5 years, then you might want to take a look at that. Or if you had substantial reason to believe you were going to refi, maybe you're starting a new business or getting a new job, you're an intern now and going to refi when you get your promotion, whatever. But that's something for you to discuss with your mortgage professional and figure out which loan is right for you. You can reach Rhonda Johnson at rhondajohnson.net. Rhonda with Alaska USA Mortgage Company. Thank you, Rhonda. Now, let's take a look at the numbers. And I want to start with residential sales in the Anchor Point area. So let me get to those because we left off with residential sales in Homer last time. If you missed it, you can find it on this blog as well, adventurealaskaradio.com. All right, sold market analysis. This is for January 1, 2013 to today's date, September 2nd. On the market in the Anchor Point area right now are 120 homes. Last year, the same time, 113 were on the market. So far this year, 16 homes have sold in the Anchor Point, North Fork, and Anchor Point to Homer areas to include the Old Sterling. Again, 16 homes so far this year. Last year, 24. The average sale price last year was $135 of those 24 homes, $135,000. This year, up 10%, $149,000. Again, that's the average. Now let's look at the median. The median, that number that as many sold above as below this number, last year $143,000. This year $127,000. So kind of that middle number, if you will, is trending downward. But again, not value. This is to speak to what people are buying. Let's see, days on market. It's taken about an extra 21 days to 293 days, average days on the market. And days to close have gone up as well, 16 days. So the marketing days and then the once pended to actual close days have gone up a little bit, but nothing to fret about really. In the end, this is kind of just par for the course. The average price is up, but the number of solds are down. That's Anchor Point area homes. All right, we turn to land. Let's start in Homer. In the Homer area, again, this is the greater Homer area. This to include Fritz Creek, Kachemak City, Homer, Diamond Ridge, Skyline area. And the number of pieces of property, just vacant land again, on the market right now is a whopping 370 lots on the market. This same time last year, 332. That's up 11% in gross volume available of land. Now, the number of solds, though, should put a smile on your face. 36 lots have sold up to this point this year. By this time last year, only 23. That's upwards of 57% higher. The average and median are both up as well. Average price last year of vacant land, $53,000. This year, $79,000. Last year, the median at 46. This year, 61. That's up 32%. And the days on market, spot on with last year at 257 days on the market. Anchor Point land. Again, this is from January 1st, 2013 to today, which is the 2nd of September. I know, cry a river for me. I'm working on September 2nd, Labor Day. It's okay. Land available in Anchor Point right now, 356 lots on the market. Last year, 266. That's up 34% over last year. Interesting. The number of solds is up significantly, though, as well. Last year, 14 lots in the Anchor Point, North Fork, and Homer to Anchor Point area had sold. This year, 25%. That's huge. Now, let's look at their average sale price. Average sale price last year, $27,000. This year, $34,000. Last year, the median, $25,000. This year, $21,000. So again, both those numbers are, the average trending up and the median down just slightly. Days on market, taking extra time. 287 days on market for the lots that sold last year. This year, 481, over a year mark there on days on the market. So if your lot has not sold, have heart. And again, if it's not somewhere in that range of what people are buying, that should give you a little indication, as well as the days on the market, a little over a year. Well, that's it for this edition of your Market Update. For all of us here at Story Real Estate, I'm Chris Story, wishing you health, wealth, and prosperity.
If I don't do anything else today, I'm gonna take a walk up by the creek and have him sing his song to me. I will find a shaded sunny spot. I'll pull out my guitar and sing a simple song for you and me. Something like ooh, la da 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 dum da da da, singing ooh, la da da. Well, it seems there are lots of songs about those 18-wheeler trucks, CBs and disco dancing, spaceships and such. And there's always lots of songs that are about hugging and kissing. But there ain't nothing on the radio that's anything like this, and it goes